Yo, yo, yo. What's up, all my fans and viewers? It's Potbelly Golds TV here. Today, we're going to be going over something simple and sweet. How to set up your goldfish tank. Specifically, how to set up your fancy goldfish tank. So, mine is pretty simple. Not going to be long, too detailed, but let's jump right into it. So, right off the bat, you'll see in the middle here my two live plants. On the right, I have a rosette sword. On the left, not 100% exactly what it is, but just bought those two here pretty recent, maybe about a week and a half, and they're doing really good. The rosette sword's opened up, really green. Honestly, it looks perfect if you ask me. I don't know if it could look any better. On the left, that one came in a little brown, a little small, wasn't as open. In that week's time, I mean, it's really lightened up, got its colors in. It's even sprouted a leaf here at the bottom, the little brown one, if you can see it in the front. That wasn't there when I got it. So just in that little bit of time I've had it, it's sprouted that leaf. So that's really quick there. Another thing you'll see is the black substrate. I used to run a finer gravel when they were in a 55 or 50 gallon tank. Not all of them, just a couple. But I was running a lot finer substrate. I honestly liked it a lot better, but I felt like they were getting too confused with the New Life Spectrum food that I feed them, because it's pretty small. They don't make bigger pellets for it. So with that being fine, and then the gravel being fine, just want to make it a little bit easier for the goldfish. Do I like the bigger gravel better? I mean, as far as feeding, yeah, because they clean it up pretty good. As far as color and how it looks, yeah, it could be better. So if you guys know any better brands or anything like that, I believe this was Aqueon, so just let me know. I would appreciate it. Another thing that you can't see, it's here in the far left. It's a volcanic rock, just meant to get that extra beneficial bacteria, along with the two moss balls that I have in here. Nothing too fancy, just trying to make sure, the tank cycles well, and just to have that extra, never too bad. In the right, you'll see that I have a 50-gallon sponge filter here. In the left, I have a 30. The reason I have those two is because on top of that, I'm running the Fluval FX4. I believe it's rated for 200 gallons, possibly 250, but I think it's 200. And it doesn't give me a lot of surface agitation. So it has that little outspew where it spits out the water, and that's it. So, and my fish were kind of chilling at the top, not so much like they were stressing it, but I felt like if I would have waited any longer, it could have been, a different story. So, went ahead and got those two sponge filters. Haven't had an issue since, and they work great. On top of that, I don't know if you can see it. It's in the kind of over to the right a little bit in the back. That hang on the back filter. It's a 75-gallon. I'm not running any of the media in there, like the carbon, and all that extra stuff that comes in there. Just filter floss, just to give me that extra crisp water clarity. So that's the only thing that I'm running in there. And yeah, oh no, one more. To the far left, you'll see I have a UV sterilization pump. It's rated for 50 gallons. The reason I have that is because I got some fish in from King Koi. Man, amazing fish. I love them. It's that black Oranda and that calico, that blue-based calico ranchu there. Got those two. They weren't flashing. Well, the ranchu wasn't, but my black Oranda, she was flashing a little bit. So it kind of freaked me out. And I didn't want it to kind of trickle into all of the fish. Luckily, it did not. You can see they think I'm about to feed them, so they're chilling at the top. These fish are hand-fed. They're spoiled. I'm going to have another video on that later, showing how to hand feed, how to get them to that level where they're comfortable enough to just come nibble on your finger. I can stick my hand in there right now and they'll go crazy, but it's another video. But my black Oranda, she was flashing, so I went ahead and got the UV sterilization pump. It's rated for 50 gallons, and it treats anything from any, waterborne parasite that a goldfish may carry or present into your new tank or your tank period. And it also helps, with algae, which I did have a slight algae bloom. Luckily, I noticed it when I came home with the pump. I was like, my water looks a little green. And honestly, now that I look at how clear the water is now, may not look as clear to you, but it's a lot clearer to me. Uh, I definitely was on my way to a pretty nice size algae bloom. So luckily, I got that right in its tracks. So yeah, that's that. Another thing, and that's it as far as the filters. No more surprises there. Probably got over 400 gallons worth of filtration on this tank, but kind of eliminated that with the 75, and then the UV. That's just UV, no extra media there besides some kind of little sponge, but nothing fancy. So not too much overkill as far as filtration, and all my levels come back perfect. No ammonia, no nitrates, no nitrites. So that's good. Water parameters are ideal. Keep the Goldfish tank, I personally keep it right around 75, 73 ish. Pretty warm if you ask me, but some may say it's pretty cold if you are into the tropics. But yeah, and another thing, far right of the tank on the front of it, have a couple CCAM badges just to monitor those levels. My ammonia, my pH, and then along with the thermostat. Just never could be too safe. I love my fish. Don't want to hurt them. Don't want to see anything happen to them. So just got to make sure I'm alert. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Last thing I am running is the Fluval. It's a Bluetooth Fluval light. I don't know exactly the model. The make is Fluval, obviously. It does provide me with the full spectrum. It does provide me with the full spectrum, moonlight, sunlight, all of that good stuff. So it's a really good light to have. It's kind of expensive, but I got it on a Black Friday special, 50% off. So I only had to pay like $75. So I won there. And yeah, man, that's it. That's how I set up my fancy Goldfish tank. I love it the way it is. I don't plan on doing anything different. Possibly upsizing to maybe 100, 150, because I do want some more fancies. And yeah, that's it. You see my babies in here. I got a couple small. You see the king in there. He's the boss. He's a male, obviously. Then I have I think one or two more males in there, maybe three. And then the rest are females. I plan on doing some breeding. I'm going to do a video on that later and how I want to set it up. And yeah, that's my tank, man. I would appreciate it if you guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave any comments if there's anything that I could do better, any content that she's over there playing in the water, any content that you want to see me create. I would appreciate it, you guys. Other than that, man, peace. You guys have a great one. Stay safe.